I have impeccable timing of cutting you off whenever I hit record. I feel like that's like the third time I've done that to you. And it's not on purpose. It's just
No.
I hit record and then you be like, oh.
Oh, because I just saw the name and I was like, that's supposed to say some. I just don't want it to get published with.
Yeah, we'll fix that.
We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post.
No one knows what we're talking about, but we'll fix it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of Walking 90. I'm your host, as always, Elliot Barr, and joining me is someone that seemed to have pissed off the whole state of Indiana.
What did I do?
I mean, Indiana 11 was up 2-0, and y'all came back 2-2.
Oh yeah.
And
that was nice.
The USL show Discord, it seemed like Indy 11 fans were having a crash out.
There was like 12 of them in the stadium. What did they crashing out for?
I mean, they were up 2-0, and North Carolina decided to win. So yeah. So Eb,
that's bad marking on their part because that corner kick was hilarious.
That is true. That is true. Eb, how are things been for you?
Pretty good. I'm chilling, you know. It's nice having like a couple weeks off of like not being in the stadium because you don't get those often. So I'm still working and doing like, you know, supporter duty. So like cleaning drums, replacing drum heads, getting merch done, all that jazz. But I don't have to like be somewhere solid for the whole time. And that's been fun.
Yeah. And it's also great that this week Richmond didn't play because of a non-existent tournament. So I got to relax and just watch games. And I didn't have to stress about anything. I got to hate watch a little bit.
It was a successful hate watch. You did your part. And we talked for 3 hours during a match, which we're going to talk about. But that was that was really fun. I enjoyed that watch along.
It was. That was fun. We might have to do another one soon. I don't know when, but we'll do another one for whenever there's another big game coming up. But let's go ahead. Let's talk about US Open Cup that happened this past week. We'll lead off with that. So we'll only talk about the League One results. We ain't worried about the other leagues or whatever. So starting off with, correct me if I'm wrong, but we didn't go over these yet. I want to make sure I'm right. All right, so we got South Georgia Tormenta. They beat Foro Soccer Club 3-2. Vita, I think it was Vita's. Yeah, Vivas had a last second goal, 94th minute, after they tormented themselves and gave a PK. So
that was terrible. Like, luckily, I had this I was able to watch multiple games at once, and they were up for a very long time, and then I'm like, 3-1.
They tormented themselves.
3-2. Yeah, that was.
They tormented themselves. And if you don't know what tormented yourself mean, it just means whenever you have an opportunity to win, you find the dumbest way to almost lose it. That is tormenting yourself.
Yes.
Charlotte FC. I mean, not Charlotte. God, I always say that. Charlotte Independence went to extra time with Carolina Core out of MLS Next Pro. Alvarez and Maru got the scores there. Maru scored in the 93rd minute. We move into possibly the most craziest moment of U.S. Open Cup on the Tuesday night. AV Yalta goes 2-1 against Los Angeles Football Club 2. Now, this is the funny thing. Timmy Villalobos, who scored the winner at the 120th minute, also got sent off for taking his shirt off.
Yes. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. I hate those types of double yellows. You should not get a yellow for celebrating.
Now, this is the thing I want to know. His manager, did he yell at him, or did he treat him like, you ever had that? You were probably this kid in class. Did you ever outsmart your teacher and get suspended, and your parent is like, yes, I'm not mad at you, but I'm disappointed in you?
Yeah, I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? I was a good citizen, and I corrected the teacher.
Yeah.
That's not my fault.
By cussing her out.
Hey.
Just saying. So yeah, that's the equivalent of what Jimmy Villalobos did. took his shirt off, got a red card. He'll miss the next match. So, yeah. Man. But I do want to say this. Two things about AV Alta. One, they have to increase the brightness. I don't know the stadium lights. You got to make it brighter. Also, the atmosphere there is mwah. It is beautiful.
It's so cool. It's for one, I don't think where do they play?
So I think it's a converted baseball stadium that they made to stadium. It's kind of like the same thing One Knox is doing. Like they're taking an old baseball stadium and making it theirs. Which honestly,
I mean, I've seen it work really well for a lot of teams because Tampa Bay
does a great job of it.
Yeah.
And I know some people have their reservations of using a baseball stadium. I think it works best if it's you are the sole person in that stadium, so you can configure it however you want to. And I mean, honestly, we know in this world, land is hard to get. So if you can find an old baseball stadium, by all means do it. It's also kind of funny because this is what Fuego was supposed to be doing. And they are in the League of Clubs with Noco, who made that decision today. Yeah. So real quick before we go on, make sure that you follow, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Right now, I think we are sitting at you get the YouTube count? Is it 130 or something?
I can find it real quick.
Okay, well, Eb looked that up. Make sure you follow, and subscribe. Also, give us a share on your favorite podcast app. So we'll go into the Wednesday results with Eb. Look at how many YouTube people have. My dog is crying for no apparent reason. She's been fed.
We're at 121.
121? All right. So remember, we're trying to get to 150 before the Henry Derby in September. So help us get to that goal. Like, share, subscribe, share with a friend. It'd be greatly appreciated. So we go look at Wednesday's results. Portland Hearts of Pine wins over Hartford Athletic in a possible League One matchup when Pro Rel gets here. Cardio Keegan shows his head again, scoring in the 117th minute. The legend of Cardio Keegan is alive and well.
Okay, first of all, this game was boring until extra time.
It was horrible.
It was so terrible. That was
let me see.
I turned it off twice. I came back and I'm like, wow, it's still 0-0. And then the only reason it got interesting is because Portland went down a man.
Yeah. So the score in this
game took Hartford so long to score. And then Cardio Keegan. That was the dumbest goal also. That was
It's very Hartford though. It's very Hartford at the same time. So Portland, if you've been following us, we do the US Chaos BCS. Is how we rank the league. Don't pay attention to the league power rankings. It's gaslighting. It's dumb. Don't look at it. Just to give you a reference, Portland scored a negative 4.25 in this game.
And they won.
Now, we didn't get to the funny result yet. That just show you this does not matter. Chattanooga Derby, we'll hold on for that one because that was a fun game. But Chattanooga Rebels won that game 1-1. Won that game, yeah. Of course they did win the game 1-1. They won the game in PKs. We'll talk about the chaos that happened in that game as we did the watch along for that. Greenville Triumph lost in the League One Derby 1-3 against One Knox. Greenville, as of right now, they have the worst score of any club outside of Texoma that has played a US Open game with a negative 11.25. It was bad.
And you know what? This game itself, if this doesn't show you Greenville's year so far, I don't know what will, because that was just that they were down 3-0 with a man sent off.
Yeah.
And they got that garbage goal back. Garbage time goal back.
It was bad. It was bad. Yeah. I think, let me see, just to make sure. If I'm not mistaken, they had one. Yeah, you got the red card. Yeah, it was just bad all around. No one stuck out. No one really. You had to miss penalty kick as well. This wasn't a good game. And One Knox as well had a double red, but still, One Knox at that point was just cruising. So we move into the next game. Westchester wins 3-2 over New York Pantheon Freedoms. FC Naples, probably the most impressive, obviously, the most impressive win out of any team out of this round. They are No,
They
okay,
won
I was
3-0
right.
over Little Rock.
Yeah, they won 3-0. But I was looking at the Chaos ranking.
No.
They had the highest score at a 7.5. The
Yeah.
next highest is Knoxville with 1.25.
Man.
It was bad. It was bad. But yeah, I mean, shout out to FC Naples, man. They're doing their thing down there. Fort Madison
You
got
know they are
steam.
because you call them Naples and not nipples. Look at
I
you.
know. Yeah, I'm putting a little bit more respect on them. Fort Madison got steamrolled by FC Tulsa 3-1 out there. Union Omaha beat the Retirement Club in Des Moines Menace 2-1. By the way, Soccer Zombie, he did a vlog on this game. So go check that out if you want to get some behind the scenes footage. The unique relation between Union Omaha fans and Des Moines Minutes fans was pretty cool. In 2-1 loss for Spokane Velocity against Tacoma Defiance. When we talk about panic ratings, I have some questions. So yeah, we'll move on to round 3. Round 3 we played April 15th and April 16th. I think correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is the last round before the MLS clubs come in.
Yeah. So
Okay.
all MLS teams that didn't put their 2 teams in. Yes.
Yeah. So they'll come in next round. So once again, we only care about the League One clubs here. Charlotte Independence will take on North Carolina FC in the Oakwood Derby, so that should be a fun matchup.
Who's calling it the Oakwood Derby?
I think the league did. I don't think when they
the league
promoted
is wrong.
What did they call it? Oh, Dogwood, my
That's
fault.
still
Not
wrong.
Oakwood. So what is it?
I don't know, but I'm not calling it that. We used to. Well, we were in the Southern Derby, so we can call it that if we want.
Yeah, but now they call it Southern Derby between y'all and Charleston.
Well, because it was 3. It was originally the 3 of us.
Yeah,
and then it was 4 of us. It was NCFC, Charlotte, Charleston, Richmond.
Yeah.
Then Richmond left, so then it was the 3 of us, and then Charlotte, we went down, and then Charlotte went down. So the last team that had it was Charleston. But now that we're back up, we played for it. We won the first round, so all to play for. Or did we win? Yeah. So all to play for now for the trophy. But I don't really know what to call this one. I call it the fuck you derby because fuck Charlotte.
That's what it seems like. Portland Hearts of Pine will play in another derby against Rhode Island FC. It seems like Portland is going on this trajectory. So like they played the little brother, right? They beat them on them, and now like the big brother Rhode Island is like, all right, you got.
Is that what we're calling? Is that what we're calling that Hartford game? Little brother, big brother.
Yeah,
they didn't beat up on anybody.
I mean, it's like with the little brother and the little brother, like beat up on each other, and then the big brother has to come in. It's like, all right, y'all, like I gotta watch y'all, so don't kill each other.
And Noodles and Noodles are in the cupboard. Like, chill out.
Pretty much. So you got that game. South Georgia Tormento traveling out to Charleston in a replay of a US Open Cup game from a few years ago. I remember. Yeah. So that should be another fun one. Actually, this team has played 3 times in the US Open Cup. The last one being 3-2. And yeah, so that should be fun. And then they'll play again in June 8th in the Jägermeister. So yeah, a little rivalry building there between those 2 clubs. Union Omaha will have a test when they invite San Antonio FC.
Yeah.
Avialta is welcoming Orange County Soccer Club. Westchester is traveling to Detroit City FC, so I hope they're ready for that. And FC Naples will have their big test against Tampa Bay Rowdies on Wednesday. Westchester is on Wednesday as well. One Knox is traveling on the road to Colorado Swing Switchbacks.
That's a crazy travel.
The craziest one is Chattanooga Red Wolves having to go to Las Vegas Lights FC. That's the crazy one. So, yeah. Any games out of these U.S. Open Cup games that you're most forward looking to?
I mean, besides my own,
yeah. course, you're always going to be looking at yours.
Yeah. Naples versus Rowdies. That one's gonna be
fun.
That's gonna be a good one.
You almost San Antonio is going to be a good game.
That one is too. San Antonio has been on aren't they undefeated? No, they lost Sunday on.
Yeah, they lost Sunday to Phoenix.
Yeah, in primetime too.
Yeah.
Really, the big game everybody's gonna look at is Sac Republic versus El Farolito. And that's not a USL League One game, I know, but that's still.
You just love El Farolito.
Yeah, that's just gonna be one that's on my brain.
I love him. So yeah, I said UM versus San Antonio. I think
Charleston versus South Georgia Tormenta could also be really, really good.
See, I don't think that one is. I think
it could be fun.
I think Tormenta is going to meet that level against Charleston. I think, but Portland versus Rhode Island is interesting because that game is in Portland. If it was at Rhode Island, I would feel differently about it. One Knox has a good chance to upset Colorado Springs. If they keep up on the pace they are, there's a good chance for an upset there. So I'm interested by that matchup as well. And Chattanooga taking on Las Vegas Lights. I haven't watched Las Vegas in a while.
I honestly think Chattanooga can still win there. Not even gonna hold you. Because the Lights are, man, they're different. They're a different club. There's nothing consistent about them.
Yeah. I don't know, man. And the funny thing is, too, when you go look at Chattanooga, in the U.S. Open Cup, their last 2 games have been in the negatives. So their first game was a negative 6.75. And then this game that they beat the Chattanooga FC in was a negative 9.25. And the crazy thing is, this team has not won a game yet. They have drawn every game they have played in this year. It's insane. It is insane. But those are U.S. Open Cup games. Let us know what game you're interested in. We'll probably be watching all of them again. I probably will. Kyle will probably watch them as well. While Eb is saying "F you" to that team in 85 South.
Yeah, fuck them.
So of course you guys know we've been waiting. We did a watch along for the Chattanooga Derby. It was funny because CBS Golasso, Nico Contori tried to call it the Chattanooga Classico, and I'm like,
the what?
No,
the what?
Absolutely not. He tried to call it the Chattanooga Classico, and I was like, no, absolutely not. We not
stop it.
It is the Chattanooga Derby.
It is the Nooga Derby. Okay.
Yeah. Now if we would have said it on TV, we would have shut down CBS. They would have shut down CBS so quick. He would have. FCC would have came in. Hey. You here? You here? I don't need you to be here. I need you to be here.
What you mean?
Would have got the whole station shut down. Yeah, like I said, we was on for 3 hours with Alex Ashton of League One Update. If you're not following him, make sure you follow him. But let's talk about what happened after the game. Because what happened after the game was pure unadulterated chaos. So let's go through the series of events. As soon as the final whistle blew, you had a dad and his son, apparently. I hope they're related. If not, that is real weird. Running to the field. Security didn't stop them.
Not at all.
Planting the flag. While that is going on, you have Chattanooga players who were behind the Section 109 supporters group all night long, hearing ungodly kind of things, start taunting them, and then you have a Chattanooga FC player by himself just shove a Chattanooga Rebels player to the ground. And then while that is going on, you have another Chattanooga Rebels player run on with a different flag to the center circle. That Chattanooga FC player who just shoved the Rebels player makes a dead sprint to the center circle to stop him from playing the flag. I love it all. This
is the problem with U.S. soccer. Well, USL, really. Get rid of territory rights. And you can have this every year. You put 12,000 in a 10,000 stadium.
It was must-watch TV.
And then you got sad
it
at the end.
was.
First
It
of all,
was.
how you let the whole little kid? He planted the flag twice.
He did.
He did twice.
He did.
And you got mad at the grown adult for doing it? Come on now.
He did. I want to know if that kid, when they came with the school, that next day, did he tell his friends?
Oh, absolutely.
Because you know he a Red Wolves fan. Did he tell his teacher that was a Chattanooga FC fan? It was like, look what I did in your stadium. That kid is legendary from here on out.
He's got, you know what? If I was him, I would have had my dad, because you know that screenshot went around.
Oh yeah,
of him planting it. I would have I would have been like, print it, put it on a shirt, and I'm walking into school 2 days later with that on my shirt, saying, "What you want to do?
Right.
Only winners get to plant the flag." Okay.
Like that was a peak game. And the crazy thing is, when we talk about teams, like Chattanooga still hasn't scored a goal from open play.
Yeah, no, because that was serious. It was a great free kick, but it was a free kick.
They have not scored a goal yet from open play.
I mean, they also haven't really scored in general from open play.
Now, you talk about a team that can fight.
Oh,
they can fight. Like, I think they had what? I think the count got to seven red cards. I mean, 7 yellow cards.
Man, that was in the double digits by the time we finished that game.
Yeah, like it was insane. Like it was some nasty work going on. Like Chattanooga Red Wolves was like, nah, bro, we don't care. We here to fight. Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they had 7. Like, and I saw fans complaining, this should have been a red. Like, no, these yellows were yellows. They just was like, yeah.
So it was just that everybody just got a
it's
yellow.
Just the amount of yellows that you had, because FC was there to fight as well. Like that's all it was. So US Open Cup round coming up, but the thing we're about to talk about is the Chaos BCS. I know I didn't put the poll out last week because it was spring break and I forgot. So when you look at it this week, because you'll see it tomorrow, just know it is accounting for the week of games, US Open Cup, and then the last week of games. So like 2 weeks of games, US Open Cup. So the scores get a little bit wonkier. But your number one team, who I think is rightfully so, is FC Naples. They have a 9.5. Number 2 is Richmond. And I know people are going to be like, oh, it's homerism. No, the only reason why Richmond is 2 is they ain't play a game. That's literally it. That is the sole reason why they are 2. So they didn't lose any points and they didn't gain any points either. That will change after this week. Because they played literally, they're the only team this week that played 2 games. Everyone else plays 1. So, coming in at number 3, you got Charlotte at a 0. That's because of their results. Just add the scores together. And then you can start to see the decline happening. Fort Madison, is at a negative 25%. One Knox is at negative 2.5. Harlow Porcupine, Spokane, Tormenta, Union Mall, Westchester, so on and so forth. The one that I'm concerned about, that team, Texoma. What are we doing?
Is this when we go into? Is this the panic button version, or is this the stock up, stock down? Because
this is stock up, stock down. Let's
go stock up, stock down. Right. Okay. Based on what we see right now, stock up, stock down. I'm high on FC Naples.
I agree. I'll go buy the FC Naples stock.
I'm like, I didn't know what we were going into when we first got into this season, but oh my gosh, they're fun.
They are. Fun. Also Delgado, best keeper in the league. best keeper in the league
and
right now.
They're down here, but AV Alta, I don't know.
Okay, so I'm glad you said it because I have the same exact feeling about AV Alta. They're not bad.
No,
They're figuring themselves out. What I need AV Alta to do is stop trying to play pretty soccer.
God, a goal's a goal, dude. Put it in the back of the net.
just fight. Don't
it ain't gotta come out the back. Sometimes you can just go route one and put it over everybody and say somebody up there, they'll get it. Yeah. Like it ain't gotta be perfect. It's just gotta get you points.
For real.
That's it.
That's it. And
the fact that you are going through the Open Cup with madness.
Yeah.
And
it's
you have one win in league play. It says something. I mean, Portland too. Portland can't win a game in the league, but they're cruising through the Open Cup.
So I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. My stock. All right, matter of fact, let's just go through each team and we just say whether or not our stock's up or down. So stock is up for both of us on FC Naples, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Richmond.
I mean, I can't really say yes or no because
that's what I'm at. I'm like in between. Like I'm not buying or selling. So all right, Charlotte.
I mean, the hater in me is gonna say stock down, but like the endless in me is gonna say it's kind of a wash. Because no win has been pretty.
But they're a fun team to watch.
Yeah, they're fun but frustrating.
That's true.
Again, nothing has been pretty about their wins, but they are winning. So winning is always fun. Yeah. But if it takes you like 120 plus minutes versus a Carolina core or anything like that, then I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You.
And then the other thing too is like the goal they gave up to Greenville was frustrating because you had 3 people just around Castro and no one decided to pick him up.
Nothing.
And just get a free header. Like you could have walked out that game with a draw and been fine. Like this is the thing. So if you look, the Chaos ranking between this game, Greenville got a negative 0.5. Charlotte got a negative 1.75. The only main difference in this game, if you take away the goal, was 2 yellow cards. That's it. That's how close these two teams were. Like, they're not a bad team. I mean, they're not a great team. They're a good team. So my stock is slightly up. I just need them, I just need that front 3 to get some kind of fluidity in them. If Chaney can start scoring, if Chaney can give you, I don't know, 10, 11 goals, maybe 3, 4 assists, I think we're in business.
I just don't see it coming before we get to halfway in the season because he's already behind. If that's your goal, he's already behind. Yeah, and in that case, stock is down.
True. So it's kind of like teetering. It's slightly up, but it can quickly go down very easily. Fort Madison.
I'm slightly down on forward. Just I'm
in between.
Point 0.2.
Yeah. I want to see how they integrate Villader into the team, and with Villader coming in, do they go back to the back 3 that we've seen them play before? I wonder because then right now I think they've been playing a 4-4-2 or some variation of that. So I'm wondering, do they go back to the 3 in the back with Villader? Which, by the way, is an unfair move. I don't want to hear anyone from Madison tell me they are a homegrown team.
Homegrown?
You are Union Omaha and Championship Reject FC.
Homegrown? Who said that?
One Knox. I got my stock up in One Knox.
I got stock up on One Knox.
One Knox. They are. It was a little rough there at the beginning, but they gotten better. I think
they are slightly there. I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna give them an up.
I'm gonna give them up. It's just the ruthlessness, man. Like the way how they just play, like the ruthlessness of it. It's really good. It's really good there in One Knox. Portland Hearts of Pine. I'm a little bit stocked down. Hey, well, let me say this. It's not major down. It's like the front tire's flat, but you can still drive on it.
See, I'm like slightly stock up. Like,
okay. Why are you slightly stock up on them?
Just a little bit. Like, they can't do shit in this league, but they're making a name. They're making a name for League One and Open Cup. They're helping keep the ratio even in Open Cup, and for that, I'm gonna give them just like that 0.2. Okay, we're not raising the bar. We're not. It's nothing. We're not putting it in newspapers. We're not about to write a whole expose, but we slowly there. I need them to do better in the actual league they play in, but we're almost.
It's just been meh. Like it ain't been
great. It ain't been pretty. They've only played like 4 games together total. But
yeah, so we'll see. So this is the team, and I guess we can kind of combine our stock up, stock down in the panic button.
Pushing it. Stop.
I'm not pushing it yet.
Pushing it.
Is in my vicinity. Like I'm
you looking at it, man.
I got some cause for concerns, man.
This finger right here, it touched it. It was like, you know what? If I put a little bit more pressure, it's gonna say something.
Don't get me wrong.
Push it.
Spokane has a 4-0 win over Greenville, right? They look fun, they look exciting. If you take that Greenville game out, they have looked, I don't know, they just look labored in the attack.
Terrible.
Like it's something not clicking, and I can't put my finger on it, but it felt like every time I watch Spokane this year, it feels as if I'm watching a team that is like, oh, we're good, and we can make it happen. We can turn it on and off, and then they turn it off and we get to turn it back on. Like the 2-2 against One Knox, you're up 2-0. Turn it off. Ballard FC, you had to get a goal late to win. FC Naples, like no defending. Tacoma Defiance, like this game against Tacoma really pissed me off because Tacoma, the goal that Tacoma scored to win, they showed you that goal 3 times in a row. 3 of them hitting the crossbar, and at no point was a Spokane defense like, hey, maybe we should let them stop getting the ball on the wings, and we should slow this game down. Like it felt like Spokane was just like, yeah, we got the talent, we got Louis Gill, we got this guy, we got that guy, we got this guy. We could just show up and win, and they got punched in the mouth. Like I think the downfall of Spokane is going to be their defense. I'm not like I know we were talking about attack. I really think the downfall of Spokane is not going to reach the heights that they want to. It's going to be because of their defense.
See, my problem with Spokane is it's kind of like the situational awareness is like it doesn't exist. It's non-existent. It's kind of crazy how we look at them, we go, this is not what we expected. And is that on us because we were like, this team's going to go far? Did we? I know the fans are going to be like, well, there's so much shit. Like, no, I'm very disappointed in my PNW team.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's fine. Like, I get it. Like, players are hurt. You're trying to gel. But at the same point, like, Spokane fans and other fans of this league were telling us Spokane is going to be a team to watch. This team had invested money. You're talking about a team that, yes, they got hot to make it to a League One final. They got there, they got hot, and they kept a bulk of this team. Like, it's not like these are new parts. I don't know, man. It just I'm knocked down, and the panic button is close for me on Spokane because, like, I think Spokane and even like the Portland Hearts of Pontiac, a game that you can kind of bounce back in. Once again, it just seemed lethargic. It just seemed as if like Spokane was like, yeah, the goal gonna happen, so we just gonna wait and see. Like it wasn't no kind of like urgency. And the team we're gonna talk about that I'm majorly concerned of. Like these are Spokane's. I'll give you their next 4 games in the league. At home against Tacoma, on the road against AV Alta, at my fault. Westchester at home, Tormenta on the road. Those are their next 4 games. If you don't walk out of that stretch with that minimum 7 points,
I don't think they got it in them. That's a win in 3 draws. Or 2 wins, a draw, and a loss.
And the only team out of these 4 that I can say that can really, that if you would ask them before the season, the only team in this league who would have gave them trouble, I would have been like Tormenta. That's the only game I see them having trouble with. Out of those 4. Now, AV Alta's starting to get hot. Westchester has shown you they can get a pin, so they can make any game kind of ugly. Tormenta has the ability to score multiple goals in the game. Texoma's your only must-plus win. You only get quote-unquote guaranteed win.
Is it guaranteed at this point? Like,
I mean, we talk about Texoma. I got some stats for you when we get to Texoma, but
all right.
So the team that we were just talking about, South Georgia Tormenta, how are we on them? Stock up, stock down. For me, I'm slightly stock up. I like their attack. I got questions about the defense again. Like Austin Pack, you were rated one of the best goalkeepers in League One, buddy.
It's not looking nice. It's not looking good. You have a negative 2 goal differential. I kind of push on them.
Same.
If it's anything, if I'm not pushing, then I'm slightly stocked down, but not by much. Other than that, yeah.
I mean, honestly, like if you was to tell me, like Tormenta is probably the 8th to 10th best team in this league, I would agree with you.
Yeah, they're sitting in number 8. They're sitting in 8th right now.
Yeah, like if you would if I told you that, you would be like, all right, cool. I get it. Because they don't do anything super great, but they don't do anything.
But they're not pushing any boundaries to go like any lower.
Yeah. It's not like I gotta be hella concerned. Sitting at 9, Union Omaha, I'm gonna go slightly stock up on them. I think they are a better team than what they showed. I think they are gelling. I think the difference between them and Spokane, in my opinion, I think is I have more trust in Union Omaha defensively, figuring out, and I still trust a lot of Union Omaha's attack. Like for them going at it and trying to get goals. And I'm saying this as somebody who plays them on Wednesday night.
I can see why you would go stock up, but
and I mean also they won their last 3. Granted, 2 of those were Open Cup teams, but
right.
I mean they did play a South Georgia team last week, recently. So I mean
I'm stock up only because it couldn't get any worse than what happened with Greenville, and they've had 3 wins since then. So I can understand going stock down. Like it would be very fair to say stock down. Yeah. But I also understand why you can say stock up. I know I just said stock down, but I'd give them stock up. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, if I'm not mistaken, they still haven't had Rashid Nuhu in goal yet.
Correct.
So
I think he's still injured.
So imagine how this team is going to get. Like if this defense can hold it, I think right now this defense is holding this team together. The more this defense hold this team together and push them, and you give Rashid Nuhu back and stuff, Union Omaha is going to get back up here into like where they're at. All right, Westchester Soccer Club. I ain't gonna lie to you. I still they're to me they're a little fraud. They're a little fraudy out there.
That's crazy. Okay.
I'm not.
I mean, I get why you say that because looking at the teams they've played, 2 Open Cup games, 3 league matches, and they matched up with an they matched up with their first good opponent, the Navy Alta, and lost 2-0.
I wouldn't even say good, like okay.
I mean, good in a sense, like no, they're good. I'm gonna give them good. Well, they're the more evenly matched team that they've played all season so far.
Yeah. My biggest complaint with Westchester is they want to play too pretty. Like you got Johnny Bolaños and Stephen Payne, and we out here playing a 4-4-2, and you're not pushing. Like it's just this team doesn't push the field. Like to me, they're a team that wants to play half court. We're not up a man. It is like, yo, break, go. Like if you go back and watch that AV Alta, it was so many opportunities. I remember vividly. AV Alta had a break and they just slowed it down. It is like, y'all, just go. Like it feels like watching traffic.
I mean, looking at the stats, yeah, I can see what you mean. Like, I can see what you mean there. Yeah,
they're not a bad team. It's just so slow. It's just so slow. It is like y'all. I need y'all to like they're not a team that possesses, right? Like they're 11th in the league of possession at 47%, right?
Westchester.
But Westchester.
Yeah,
but it's like y'all. I need y'all to quicken up this tempo. Like y'all gotta go. You gotta move. And I mean, like defensively, like they're 12th in interceptions in the league. What essential tackles? They're 14. Clearances 10. Like this isn't like a great defensive team either, right? So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hard watcher on them, and I want them to play like how I want them to play, and they're not doing that. But yeah, like I don't know. They just gotta play quicker to me. Like that AV Ultra game should not have been 2-0. Like it should have been a lot better to me. And I get it. I'm being harsh, but that's fine. Yeah. All right. Who we got at 11? I can't remember. Greenville. Yeah.
Stock down. If you're not hitting the panic button on Greenville, then man,
it's not
Greenville fans. You can come for me. If it's too hard to face the reality, I'm gonna do it for you. It's bad, fam. You ain't even got the good barbecue to like drown your sorrows in. It's bad.
So once again, if you take out the Union Omaha 3-0, they had one win on the season. And granted, like we're talking about a team who just went on Saturday against Charlotte. But it took Charlotte to have horrible defending in what play for y'all to win. Like we're also talking about just on the back of 2 results that did not look good. Like the 0-4 to Spokane, the 1-3 to 1 Knox. And then you struggle against a good Charlotte team, but a win is a win. It just has not looked good out of Greenville. And honestly, I think to me, part of it is like this is a team that has played what 4?
They've played 5 games.
4. No, well, I'm saying at home. 4 at home. So they're coming on the last home game against another 1 Knox team on Wednesday who just punched in the mouth 3-1. So hopefully you can turn it around. I mean, I remember going into Greenville. It used to be a fortress there, man. Like it used to be tough. Like teams will scrap to get points out of Greenville, and it just has not. Like whatever Furman Stadium is to them, they need to get out of there, man. It's not the place for them. But yeah, also like I think Greenville defense is showing their age.
Yeah, they didn't do a lot. They have not adapted to the league around them in terms of like style of play.
Which is fine because that's how Greenville is. Like Greenville gonna be like, all right, cool. We scored. Now you got to score. Like we're cool. Which is fine. It's just when other teams score first, it's kind of just like it doesn't lend to Greenville style of play. That's all.
Which
yeah, what was you about to say? My bad.
It's gonna like that. I don't know how they look at that and then just go, we'll get it together. I mean, they're second in the league right now. So
yeah, they're second in the league.
Yeah.
It's just in terms of like how we're ranking them, like and also I think the Chaos BCS isn't so much of like, oh, we won our game. Great. Yeah, that's cool. Like, how are you playing?
Yeah.
Are the yellow cards affecting you? Are you having creative outputs? Are you doing things good defensively? Things like that.
No, but the score shows just like how they're playing. They've given up 5 goals. They've scored 5 goals, sure, but they've given up 5 goals. So you've done no defensive work. Like,
yeah.
Like, yes, low, but you give up as many as you score.
Yeah.
How many yellow cards do you have on the season? Let's look at your stats. You have your top goal scorer is everybody with 1.
Yeah. Bub has 3 yellow cards by himself so far this year in the league.
Right. Like, there's no discipline. So, yeah, you're second in the league, but that's only because everybody else has been just as undisciplined, a little bit worse.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm kind of stopped out on Greenville. This hasn't been a good start for them, honestly, to my opinion. All right, so now we talk about the 12 team that you said you had stock up in. I'm getting there, but I'm gonna push on AV Alta. Why are you stocked up on AV Alta? I'm gonna push.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you go. I'll explain why I'm pushing.
No. I totally get why you're pushing. Like, there needs to be a little bit more from that team, and I totally get it. Again, I think I'm doing the same thing to them that I did with Portland. Like, you're not doing much for me in the league, but you're keeping us relevant in Open Cup. And so for that, I'm going to give you just like the slightest of stock ups.
Yeah. I mean, also, it just feels like, don't get me wrong, AV Alta is a good team. They have a great supporters group there. Make sure you go follow the 661 Sports and the 661 SG and AV Enthusiast, I think is IG. They're all good follows. Like, it's a good, fun fan base there. And I wish I could go watch a game there. It seems like an amazing thing. Have you seen? They have a horse in the field.
What?
They have like a cow. Okay, so they have like a cowboy or a Mexican cowboy. I don't know the name for it, but he rides a horse onto the field before games with an AV Alta flag. It is amazing. I love it.
See, I already have to go. I can make that trip. Like, I already got to go to the West Coast. Why not make that extra stop at AV Alta? Daniel, I'm coming to see you at AV Alta, all right? And I want to see the black cowboy riding through with the flag. That'd be fun.
It was fun. The reason why I'm pushing on them is because, granted, they won, but like they feel like the team that is going to go back to how they were. Like, seeing them in person in Richmond, I feel like has really stuck in my head. And I feel like the only reason why they won against Western is because Western was just more committed to the bit than them. And I don't know, man. Like, granted, this is a team that's doing good in the US Open Cup. Like, they got a big task coming up. I think when they play, who they play? I can't remember. But
God, just forgot who we said they played.
Yeah, I want to say it's Orange. Yeah, it's Orange County.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But Yeah, I'll push on them. Like I'm not too high up, I'm not too high down. And especially with like a negative 10-point gap between you and Greenville. I can't be stock up. It's a negative 10.5 gap. Like this ain't like it's 12 or 13. No, it's you lost more points this week than Greenville has lost as a total this year. That's bad. That's bad.
I mean, what about Chattanooga then?
Hey, Chattanooga is who we thought they were. And they are playing the bit that I love it for them. They have not won a game this year, and they don't care. They have drawn every game this year.
Okay, but are you stock up or stock down?
Oh, I'm hella stock down. Oh, hella stock down. What? That ain't even an ass question. I'm hella stock down. Like, they are the little engine that could. It's cute. That little engine about to get blown out.
Okay. And what about Texoma?
Oh, okay. This is the panic about it. Texoma, we need to talk. We need to talk on me. Like, I'm gonna give you a stat. And I want you to think hard about this.
Okay.
So, outside of Texoma,
Mm-hmm.
there has been one other team in USL League One history in their first 3 games that went winless. Can you name that other team?
That went winless?
Went winless in their first 3.
NCFC.
No.
No?
There's a draw in there if I remember when I looked at it on Transfermarkt. Do you want the season?
Yes.
2019, the first season in USL League One.
God, what was the team that defunct that? Was it a Pepe team? Was it? No? No?
I'll give you another hint. They were an MLS Next Pro team.
Oh! Shit! I know the name. God, you're gonna say it now, and I'm gonna be pissed because I know exactly who you're talking about, and it's killing me.
You want your last hint?
I mean, yeah, I know the name.
They set the record for least amount of wins in the season with 4.
Is it Fuego?
Nope.
No.
Orlando Soccer Club, Orlando City. B. That team won 4 games, draw 4, and lost 20.
No.
They start the season 0-3. Texoma's on that kind of pace.
Orlando City? I forgot they were League One.
Yeah. 2019.
Because they had just won. They had just won.
No.
Because Don Dwyer played for them. And
no, that was a while ago. But yeah. That was a while ago. So yeah. So far to kick off the season. 0-2 against Knoxville.
Are we sure that Fuego also wasn't in that type of?
So Fuego started 0-2, and then they won their next game.
Okay. I'm like, that doesn't. That sounds.
It was close. It was close. So Texoma lost 3-1 against Westchester, then FC Naples. This game made me push the panic button on Texoma because go look at every goal. It is arguably the most individual. It is horrible defending. On the very first goal, the Naples midfielder did a spin in the middle of like 4 Texoma defenders. And no one, not a single Texoma defender decided, yeah, we should stop him. No, he just got through them, passed the ball off, and they scored. Like it just and then set pieces. Oh my gosh, Eb. These set piece defending from Texoma.
I feel like you need a solo cam.
It's just bad. It's bad football. It's just bad. And I can't even explain it. Like, for a team to sit at almost negative 40 points in 4 games, that means you are averaging negative 10 points a game in our ranking system. That is horrible. Do you understand? It is going to take a historic run for them to even get positive. Like, they will have to win their next 4 games by like 4 goals and no yellow cards just to break even. Just to break even. And like, I shouldn't even be this upset because like the roster building of this team was just so bad.
See, and you called it not a real place, and now it feels like it's not even a real team. And you just sit here and you're just kind of like looking around, like, what does this team need? And then you go, yes, because it's a lot of things. It's everything. Looking at the stats for this team is so sad.
What this team needs, you need a better center back pairing. Samuel Asante should be coming off the bench. I'm sorry. Whatever you thought Samuel Asante was, he ain't that no more. This man is 34. He done. Dumb knees, dumb legs, done. Put him on the bench. Don't play him past the 65th minute. He's done. He can't move.
They've only had 1 goal scored all season.
This man can't move. And they running everything to him. He can't move. Like, you thought Oberton was bad last year? Watch Samuel Asante. He can't move. It's bad. It's bad. Like I watched the highlights of every game this weekend. I was pissed watching this one. It's just bad. It's just bad football. Like,
okay, I've never heard you this sad about a team that's not your team.
it's just so bad. Like, Chattanooga is not a good team. We know this. But Chattanooga knows who they are. Texoma trying to play like a good team, and they not that. Like, what I need Texoma to do is just sit in like a low 5 block and just defend.
What?
Just defend. Like that. Just defend. Just go 5-4-1. Height. We gonna defend the counter. That's it. Don't play outside yourself because you had exposed. Like, go back and look at every goal they have given up. It's been horrible defending. The One Knox game, you got center backs in the final third. One Knox is like, oh, cool. We'll break through. Westchester, we ain't scored a goal before this point. Put 3 on you? FC Naples. Your center backs and midfielders was just like, defending's optional. Mind you, all these games are at home. You scored 1.
I should have left the solo cam on you for that.
It's so bad, man. Hey, look.
Oh my gosh.
These are their next 4 games. Spokane, this just in the league. I'm not counting Jaeger Cup. Spokane, Fort Madison, Charlotte, Avialta. Oh, matter of fact, we'll go to the 25th of May. Union Omaha, Greenville. Where you see a win? Where you see a win? No.
No? Okay.
At the bare minimum, that's a draw.
Okay.
Spokane need to win that game. If Spokane let Texoma, I'm gonna have a special podcast on Monday if Spokane losing to Texoma. I'm gonna call Ben. I don't got Ben number. Spokane Soccer Show. I'm gonna get Ben on this podcast, and I'm gonna talk. Ben, I don't know if you cut Spokane out. I don't know if you say mean words to him. This the time, Ben. This the time. Like they're on the road against Spokane and Fort Madison.
What if they just do something hilarious to me and just go blank Charlotte?
Like, the more I look at this roster, dog, the more I look at this team, where is the win? Like, the only game I can see them possibly might have it to win is July 16th, and that's at Chattanooga. We're talking about 4 months into the season. 4 before I can look at the roster and be like, I feel confident you can get a win there. That's a goddamn shame.
I mean, we're already there. We might as well go into our vibes and chaos games of the weekend.
That's a goddamn shame. Like, I'm so disappointed in them, man.
Because we already know that it's not going to include any Texoma matchup.
Like, I'm just so mad. And then the game on Sunday, bro. They get the Sunday night game against Spokane. Oh my god, this is gonna be horrible soccer, dog. They might not, just because of this game, they might not give us pro round. Jesus Christ. And I'm crashing out for Texoma fans because I don't know any Texoma fans, so I don't know how they reacted to this. But I'm crashing out for them. This is
it's not even your team.
It's just bad. Oh my god, bro. I've watched 3 games of theirs, and I'm just like, one, I don't know what the identity of this team is. They suck at set pieces, defending them, and the defense is half-ass. Like, I do not know what. This is the thing. You haven't looked competitive in any of the 3 games. You didn't even look competitive in your U.S. Open Cup game. Like,
this has been an amazing rant. I appreciate it so much. Because it's not even your team. It's so great. It's so great.
This is so bad. It makes me mad. Like, all right. Let's go ahead and dive into it. What is the game you're looking forward to over these next week?
These next few weeks?
Yeah.
There's some good ones, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go next few weeks, I'm doing 2 vibes and 2 chaos.
Okay.
My first vibe is for sure Naples versus Kickers.
That should be a fun one.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun one.
And
there's a good atmosphere down there in Naples too. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
man.
I'm really excited about that.
AV Alta. I think now we have some good atmospheres. I think AV Alta's won Naples, Richmond, Union, Madison.
Honestly, the league itself has come up in terms of.
Yeah, I'd say those 5 are like the top 5 atmospheres in League One so far. I'm interested to see how One Knox atmosphere is when they get their stadium done. But so far, those are the top 5 for me.
And my other vibes is AV Alta versus Spokane.
Okay.
Because it's at AV Alta.
So my vibes game, I'm gonna go FC Naples versus One Knox.
I thought about that, but that has potential to be chaos. So
I think that's gonna be a fun game. And then my other vibes games is Richmond versus Westchester.
That
the
was gonna
return
be my
of
chaos. That
the
was gonna be
return
my
of Jonathan
chaos.
Bolaños and Stephen Payne coming back to City Stadium. I think that's going to be a fun one. All right, so for chaos,
I've got my two chaos. One of them was going to be Richmond versus Westchester. That was going to be one of my chaos games, and then Charlotte versus Forward. It's my other chaos.
That's not bad. We have our first late night game of the season. So I'm gonna go AV Alta versus Chattanooga Red Wolves.
Yeah, that's got potential.
And then I just crashed out on the scene, but Spokane versus Texoma. I'm going to watch this game, and I'm not going to be happy.
What?
I'm not going to be happy.
Is that our next watch-along game?
No, because the amount of curse words I might have, it might get us banned. But yeah, someone in this game is gonna piss me off, and I know it.
One of these sides is gonna make you mad.
It is. I'm just gonna be so annoyed.
And that's when I ask you to go on IG Live. Yes, I'm about to drink this.
Oh my god. All right.
I believe in you.
Yeah. So yeah. Those are our games that we're gonna be watching. We're gonna have fun with those. It's gonna be a good weekend. A good week of footy. Good 2 weeks of footy actually. Anything else from you, Ab, before we wrap up?
No, I want Texoma to do better for your sake. I want you to know that when we cut this episode down and we release some of these clips, it's gonna be amazing.
I'm just so mad with Texoma, man. Personally annoyed with them.
I could have left a solo cam on you for like 15 minutes and it would have been amazing.
It's just so goddamn bad. All right, whatever. This is why I said it's not a real place. And they are proving to me they are not a real place. Yeah, so for everyone here, we just want to say thank you for taking the time for watching the show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube as well as your favorite podcast app. We're trying to get to 150 subscribers on YouTube by the Henny Derby. So make sure you do that for us as well. Yeah. Always support your local soccer show. Make sure you support your local beat writers, your local podcasters, people that are covering this team. They don't get paid. Make sure you go support them however you can and however they are accepting to do so as well. For Eb, for Kyle, for Chip, and for myself, we will see you guys next time. Remember, as always, it's okay to crash out on your favorite team when they play like Texoma. See you guys next week. Be easy, be safe as